I'm Dave, Senior iOS Developer at what3words. Today I'm going to take you through our API and show you some of the functions you can call with it. In order to use our API, you need an API key, and you can get one at our developer site. Go to developer.what3words.com, click on Get an API Key. So here we've created an API key. It just pops up on the screen there, and there's some statistics. You can come back to this page and check out later. So to use the API key, you make calls to our API. The easiest way for me to demonstrate that is to use our playground on our developer site. So first function I'm going to show you is convert to 3-word address. This takes a latitude and longitude coordinate and we'll convert it to a 3-word address. Give that a run. You can see that it returns some JSON here. It returns the 3-word address, the coordinates of that address, and also coordinates of the square, as well as the nearest place. It's something you might want to present to the user to verify they've got the right one, and the language. You can also specify the language you want the 3-word address in. Here I will choose Greek. We'll run it again, and you'll see you'll get that square's name in Greek. Another parameter you can supply is the format. In the format, you can specify GeoJSON if you would prefer to receive your results in that format. The default, of course, is our JSON structure here. We can also do the opposite. We can take a 3-word address and turn it into coordinates. So here I'll type in filled count soap. Give that a run, and we get back the results with the coordinates. The next thing is AutoSuggest. We have a function called AutoSuggest that can take a partial or incorrect 3-word address and suggest a list of valid 3-word addresses. So let me show you how that works. Let's type in partially filled count. So give that a run, and you can see it returns a list of suggestions: filled count soap, filled count sofa, and filled count soda. We give it less information, gives us slightly more vague results. We have an option called focus, which lets you specify a GPS coordinate. If you know the GPS coordinate of your user, you can provide that here, and it gives our API a clue as to how to rank the results and give you the best ones first. So, for example, let's put in this, which is very close to filled count soap. Give it a call, and you can see the top result is now back to filled count soap. In addition to that, you can clip your results within a particular region, a square, a circle, a polygon, or even by country. We're going to clip filled count soap by a square with these two coordinates from the northwest and southeast. Give it a run. You can see it found it. We can also use a comma-separated list of coordinates to specify a polygon. Here, we'll give that a run, and you'll see the call it makes lists the coordinates there. Circle, again, very similar to the others, just as a circle around a point. We'll give it a point near filled count soap with a radius of, say, 7 kilometers. Give that a run. We get the same results, basically. We can also clip to country. For example, let's clip to the United Kingdom. There you go. Give that a call. You can also clip to multiple countries at the same time by providing a comma-separated list of the 2-letter country codes. The next thing is grid. What grid does is it takes a bounding box. So let's give it the same bounding box we gave. And it will return to you a list of lines. Each line is a start and end point, which are latitude and longitude. What this allows you to do is to draw a grid of 3-word address squares over perhaps a map or something to show your users. The next thing I'm going to show you is available languages. We don't have this on our playground here, so I'm using a tool to make that call. You can see that you call as /available languages. With your key, we'll give that a call, and you'll see it'll come back with a list of all the languages that we support at the time you make the call. I'll also show you an example of an error. We will send in a bad 3-word address to the convert to coordinates call, and you'll see we get back an error which has a code and a human readable message involved. AutoSuggest can also take the output of some popular voice recognition systems, such as Vocon. And this is not the same as our voice API, which is a separate thing. So for example, I'll show you an example using Vocon. Here is the output of a Vocon call, and we'll give it a focus and a language. When you're using voice, you must specify a language. And you can see it returns the results. So that is our API in a nutshell. The easiest way, however, to use our API is to use one of our wrappers. We have them available in a number of languages: Java, JavaScript, Swift, PHP, Python, and so on. You can find those on our website. So I hope this has helped clear up, help you understand a little bit about our API. Thank you.